I guess I should leave that other part up. The Wi-Fi here at this motel is like there's a squirrel on a treadmill wheel thingy, and that's how the squirrel got off it because it saw a walnut that was real big and juicy. So I don't have any signal. So I'm using my data plan, which probably is not very smart, but at least if I decide to walk to the 7-Eleven, which I'm going to do in a minute, I'm going to be able to live stream. I just want to waste my time this way for some reason. Social media, I criticize it a lot, and I'm kind of repelled from it, except for YouTube, because of the communication does have some merits. .com was in here a second ago, and I missed you because my signal went poop. The squirrel got off the thing. So if you come back, I think you commented that you'd seen the thing I did today. The 24-minute. It's weird. 22 minutes. Like there's this music that came to me, and I live streamed it. And I appreciate the encouragement. Thank you. So leaving the day behind, the day ahead is going to be, it's not here yet, but it is. To assume it's not imminent would be stupid. And I got to be out of here on the 11th hour of this day. It's now we're going into 10 hours from now. It's almost 1 o'clock. So I've got 10 hours to come up with roughly about $100. So what I'm going to do is, I was talking about PayPal, and they accused me of fraud from $200 that I had earned giving guitar lessons to 2 people. And in the notes of the transaction, both people who I'd given lessons to, they'd put guitar lessons, and they put thank you and a smiley face or something like that. But they said it was fraud. And I've asked for 2 PayPal debit cards, and I failed to receive them. Now the last one, Mr. X had the key to the mailbox, and this was November 18th or something. I said, I got an email that I should receive my debit card from PayPal. Can you check the mail when you get a chance? And he was already starting to have a disassociative thing where he would stand in the kitchen and move items in the air like he was rearranging the shelves in a store. Or in his case, they probably were shrunken heads, and they were like in these little cubby holes in this cave somewhere. I'm going to be completely full of black humor. The only way I could, what is that? There's some movie or sitcom. Wait, it was an American Beauty, and I'm not really down with Kevin Spacey. Okay. But in the movie, this middle-aged guy, he's going through this stuff with his family and his daughter's coming of age and all this stuff, and he gets fired from his job at the place he worked at for, I don't know, 17 years or something like that. And the guy who's firing him across the desk, being a real, plastic person. And he says, well, how can you prove that you didn't blackmail me or to let me go to, you asked me to blow you or something like that. And he says, I don't think you should do stuff like that. And he says, well, the only way I could get better is if I start firebombing or something like that. And I thought that the elegance and the use of that image was very good in the conversation. I think some of the best writing, like in Glengarry Glen Ross, like with Al Pacino and Alec Baldwin, Mr. Negligent fire pistol dude. Sorry. Um, I just like good writing. But that's not like life. Well, maybe that's because they're so good, because they are truisms. Even in a lot of books that I read when I was growing up, I always lingered on those really great lines, and I always waited for situations where I could use that line. Anyway, I'm gonna walk to the 7-Eleven. This is my this is my tiny this is my this is my tiny Fender amp. Look what it's got there. It's got gain, which means it makes it make noise, and it's got tone. No, hey, focus, you dimwit. Volume, gain, tone, and power. What the heck? Now I got this other one that's, I don't know, I think it's 30 watts or something. It's better than nothing. Rotate device. I got nobody watching. Cool. I wasn't paying attention. It was good to get some good feedback. I have a problem with like the moving around a lot makes it hard for me to solidify like a good, I don't know, I keep having to deal with some buzz problems in my overall sound, and this freaking amp is digital, so it's got presets and I don't know how to use it. So every time I turn it on, I just have to deal with what it's set at, and I have it set as super clean, and I just use my overdrive and the flashback. I don't always use it at a delay. I turn up the rate all the way so it's like a doubler, but it shapes the note. It makes it have a flavor. And there's a delay on the amp, and it's got a time thing, so you can set it and tap it twice, and it will repeat at that tempo. And I try to sync the repeats of a delay or echo or delay with the time of the song. So if the time of the song is 1, 2, 3, 4, I will put it to repeat 1, 2, and 2.5 repeats, or 1.5 repeats. But, just for it, Is anybody there? Anybody want to comment? I got some dish smegma in my eye. I wear sunglasses now at work because I get water shot in my face because I clean ladles and ramekins, and tonight I was thinking about writing some kind of dishwasher soliloquy called "Between the Ramekins," because there's always a stack of 50 ramekins, and there's all this. Can I have a side of mayonnaise? Can I have a side of ketchup? Can I have a side of mustard? I want a side of guacamole. And they're all in a stack. And between every single one of these friggin' little devices that hold a single portion is a person's desire to have ketchup or mustard on the side, or can I have some Grey Poupon, on the side, And so I have a stack of these ramekins, and they've all got this stuff, And once you do it, it's one of the things that doesn't seem, I don't know, I analyze things too much. But most of the servers, waitresses, whatever you want to call them, waitrons, they clear the plates, which is really part of their job. And if I was a server or a waiter or person who brings you your food that you asked for and then brings a drink and makes sure that your coffee is still warm if that's what you want, or your beer is still full, I would definitely clear plates. Because I know what it's like to be a dishwasher. Mexican long hair, I'm glad you're here. Thanks for showing up, man. I'm talking about washing dishes. I found this channel a few years back about this. I think he lived in New York, and he'd wash dishes, and he was trying to make it kind of a situation, like as part of his vlog. And there were people making fun of him and giving him a hard time. I was like, dude, that's a really crummy job. Why aren't you being cool to him? Well, yeah, I mean, I get into a thought zone process and I try to think about solutions because it's muscle memory, right? Pretty much. I mean, the whole point is real simple. So you get into a muscle memory thing with the hot water, soap. I have three sinks. The center sink is what I call the battlefield sink. That's where the dishes are first introduced to the cleaning process. They're set on my right when they're usually cleared, and there's a trash can underneath the stainless steel thing, and they're supposed to dump all the food and stuff out of them, but they don't usually. The ramekins are horrible though, man. The one on my right, that one is hot, soapy water. The middle one's the battlefield, and the third one on my left is the sanitizer. I want to keep food particulate. I want to keep food particulate out of the sanitizer as much as possible. And there's a drain problem, so you have to use a Stanley what vac, power vac, whatever, when there's too much, because there's a grid over it, you don't want the pipes to get clogged. So there's a lot of chicken and pork, and I don't eat pork anymore. No way, I won't ever eat. If I can avoid it, I won't eat it again. Yeah. And my beef with the chef who wants me to hurry up and get finished every frickin' night is one night he took over and he threw all the stuff in there with all the frickin' food. He took a flat pan that had pork in it and threw it in there into the machine, into the Econoline machine. I was like, what the hell? You're putting all the food in the dishwasher. Hello, Crafty Cat. This is good. I'm complaining again. Whatever's new. I've mentioned, I think Crafty Cat's heard this before, but that Mo came to me, the owner, and he goes, "Hey, we figured out what happened last night. One of the other chefs said what happened, that so-and-so took over because you weren't moving fast enough for him, and that a lot of the stuff this morning was dirty for that reason." And the owners, there's this married couple, I work in places, retail people. Yeah, God. It's so depressing. But this cat who thinks he knows how to make the world's greatest burrito and fajitas and wash dishes the best in the world, he is in charge of the music. And it's not as bad as listening to this restaurant fed stuff, because they usually go by this freaking stuff that I can't stand. And I'm going on about this because, hey, David, I'm glad to see you. You probably relate to some of this. I'm going about this because I don't know if it's like this for all musicians, but I have perfect pitch, and my mother taught me how to sing when I would sit in the back of the car, and she'd drive the car, and she'd make me learn sing scales and stuff, and I do that in my lessons and stuff. Take care of animals and oh yeah, it's vibration. But the over homogenization and pitch correction and they're chasing a perfection that that producer hears in his frickin' head. And you can overkill and overwork a piece of music or a painting. Like if you like Jackson Pollock there's a movie with Ed Harris. He plays Jackson Pollock. It's a really good movie. It's called Pollock. And he's at one of his openings, right? And there's this Life magazine photographer there. And I think this is real. This is true. She said, well, how do you know when you're done with a painting? And he says, well, how do you know when you're done making love? Hey, all right. You too. You too. Enjoy your stuff. Take care, Mexican long hair. What was I saying? Yeah, how do you know when you're done? And he says, how do you know when you're done having, or he said making love, which, I mean, artists are a little, so I think I saw that, I don't know. And I was already really into art and music, because I do visual art and paint with acrylics and all that stuff. I'd gone to art school. I was really lucky. And even though my stepdad and my mom were, working musicians and pretty much poor, but back then rent was a lot lower in the mid 80s or the early 80s. It was really, in Maryland, it was a lot cheaper than a lot of places. Anyway, yeah, I'm talking about why music that I can't stand gets on my nerves. I have to work on that because I have to say, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho Renge Kyo, Nam Myoho, chant or pray to God for the wisdom to know the difference. But tonight, after Weenie went and had a cigarette at 10 o'clock, I put on Van Halen 2, and somebody get me a doctor, Light Up the Sky, their version of You're No Good that was done by Linda Ronstadt, which is, and then 1984, Serenity Prayer, exactly, the AA. I don't like AA I've been through that, but there is wisdom there. There's a lot of wisdom. A lot of Serenity Prayer is used in AA, and that is a lot of strength. And I was able to focus while I was listening to this music because I was focusing on putting myself into the zone that Edward's place is. There's a color and there's a beauty and there's a zone that he's in. And every time, if I don't listen to it too much, I can really put myself into that space. And the sounds and the shapes of it, the notes, just blow my fucking mind. It makes me work really fast. Everything's really clean. And I really start to have fun. Anyway, I played, but it really pissed him off. I played 1981 live, Charlotte, North Carolina, Van Halen, the Fair Warning Tour. And there's a 10.5-minute guitar solo in about 1 hour, 10 minutes. You can find it here. Greensboro, North Carolina, 1981, Van Halen. At about 1 hour and 10 minutes after they play Mean Street, Eddie does a solo. And it was really the best guitar solo I think that he ever did. Because, a couple years before, Eruption came out and totally... By the way, he did Eruption October 6, 1977. Or was it 79? Well, anyway, October 6th is the day he died in 2020. Isn't that weird? Anyway. I'm going to go to 7-Eleven. Who wants to go to 7-Eleven? Does anybody want anything from 7-Eleven? You know, 7-Eleven has really good coffee. I like 7-Eleven coffee more than Starbucks. 51% of Starbucks is owned by Halliburton. Consider your company. You know, Monsanto used Blackwater as their private security. Now, I found that out because during Occupy, we would go to their headquarters in D.C. and we almost every week we had these theater of the oppressed, where you would make these figures that were on pikes, and you know, I photographed and filmed it a lot. I don't know where it is, somewhere. Some of it might be still on my channel. But we drove months. By 2013, they had relocated to Chantilly, Virginia, right next to the three-letter alphabet, guys. Yeah. But they don't serve their employees in their cafeteria. They don't serve GMO food. Monsanto, they do not. Monsanto's Bayer, by the way, now. Bayer aspirin. Gee, my lawn. No, wait. Yeah. They do the glyphosate for pesticide, right? And now they have these little lawn flags when they treat your lawn, and it says Bayer. And I'm like, that grass had a headache, man. You know? Sorry. It's really bad. Really bad humor. Really bad humor. Saw the video PDF got as well. He posted that. It was really cool. PDF got a long pipe now. Better be careful now. You got a long pipe. 63 feet for Florida. I mean, the water table is, I guess, about any given place in Florida, especially up there. But where I am, on the coast, I'm sure it's like, I have no idea. I don't know how deep it is. Okay, I'm walking now. Hold on. Me and my tea. I'm going to walk to the 7-Eleven, ladies and gentlemen. My name is DVincentW, and we're going to go to the 7-Eleven right here in Cocoa Beach. How about if you come along with me? You can say goodbye to my friend right here. This is my friend, see? He's got, I put the tape on after Edward died. My friend had duct tape. He had two different shades, red and orange, and it's a black Kramer. And so I put it on there. I just, I had done a guitar. I had painted a guitar in 1982. I like that, and then in 1986, I built another guitar. I used a Chandler body, a Chandler neck, and I bought a Floyd Rose and all that stuff, and it got stolen when we drove to Austin, Texas. It was a hockey stick, it was a, the Explorer headstock, with a Strat body, and God, that guitar was fabulous, dude. It got stolen out of the back of the van when we were driving to Austin, Texas. We were somewhere in West Virginia, and Norman and I had just eaten some cardboard, the little squares of paper. And so I was really enjoying. We had a VW bus, driving from DC to friggin' Austin, Texas. And Norman's in the back of the van, and he's, Daryl, your guitar's not here. The case I had for it was from a PV guitar, and it fitted perfectly. And and Norman just gave me the case. We stopped, and it was a cornfield, and I lost it. I was shaking. I was like, what the hell? How's my fucking guitar? On the headstock, I'd put Bride, like Bride of Frankenstein, because I know I know Ed had a guitar that was called Frankenstein, so I called mine Bride, you know. You know, you take a piece from here, a piece from there. It had a 1981 EMG active pickup in it with a you need a 9-volt, and it sounded great, dude. It just was like, you know, it had one pickup in it, one volume knob. I put up a capacitor on the volume knob in the so that as you turned it up, the tone got hotter. So I didn't need a tone knob. You can do that. It's pretty interesting, especially if you have a active electronics. Anyway, I'm talking about Japanese stuff to most people. The 7-Eleven is $3.25 a gallon for gasoline. Gasolina, por favor. Llena el tanque. Ah, fill her up, see. There's a storm coming in. I love the film The Terminator. That's a really good movie. The end is so... She drives off towards those mountains, and there's the clouds are like really black, and there's thunder, and I mean there's lightning, and there's heat lightning, and it just looks like, oh golly, what's coming? And that movie came out in 1984, and all the shots that James Cameron did of all the car chases, they were all done without permits. It was all guerrilla filmmaking, like the scene with Bill Paxton, and Bill Paxton is in the scene where those punks are looking at they're at the Griffith Observatory in L.A. and Arnold's walking naked, and the guy says, "Hey, this guy's a couple beers short of a six-pack." That was shot without a permit. They would run around guerrilla with a truck and just get their cameras ready and shoot with the actors, you know. All right, I'll be back. How about a coffee? Anybody want a coffee? You know, us Americans, we really like our coffee, man. Americano, what, large? There we go. So, let's see. I can't believe people actually listen to me when I talk, you know? Anybody want to say anything? I mean, type anything in? I would really love to go through StreamYard so I could have multiple people in my stream. That would be really make my interaction with people a lot more. I mean, David, come on, Crafty Cat, come on and commiserate with me and talk. This is a great idea. Thank you.
Hey, how you doing, boss?
Oops, I don't want to spill anything on it. Oops. Boss. Hey, how you doing, boss? Oh, I'm upside down. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Never expect your phone to focus when you really want it to. You know? Because, That would just be too perfect, right? See, I'm not going to drink all this tonight. I'm going to be saving it for the morning. I think I'll pass on the fake marshmallows. Artificially flavored.
Yeah, I got it. You need a pair of sweatshirts? Yeah, 2 of them.
Tea. I'm looking for tea. I'm looking for tea. Gotta find some tea. What was that tea that I got that was really good? Half and half, yes. It's the green. It looks green. It has a green color in it. Green number 8. Yeah. Iced tea and watermelon lemonade. It's $1.69. And some bananas.
Alright, have a good one.
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, boss?
Daryl. Calling me boss makes me feel uncomfortable because I'm nobody's boss, dude. Thank you. So.
Is that Daryl?
Yeah, Daryl.
I'm Dylan, sir.
Dylan, good to meet you, man.
Alright, good to meet you as well, Daryl, sir. Alrighty, we got this.
And large Americano,
Large
2 bananas.
What else can I get you, Daryl?
L&M Turkish Gold Hundreds.
L&M Turkish Gold 100?
Yes, sir, please.
Hello, how you doing? 1047 for you,
Thank
Daryl.
you.
That's a good boss that says please, so thank you.
Yeah. I'm overly polite.
$30 that place is over. I'm gonna put it.
No, I think it's people are underly polite. It makes you look over.
Yeah, exactly, man. Civility is a dying art form.
Alright, it's gonna be $9.53 for you,
All
Mr.
right,
Daryl.
I'll play those numbers.
Would you like a bag?
Yes, please. I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Cigarettes in the bag?
No, I'll put them in my pocket. Thank you, Gary.
Go. Alright, you're all set.
You too.
Have a good day, Mr. Daryl.
You too, Mr. Dillon.
Hey, what's going on?
I heard if I do it before I get up to the restaurant. Thank you so much.
Sure, man. Sure, man. No problem. All right. I got an audience here. I got 2 people watching. I'm going to do this right here. I want to do this. I don't think I do have frames. Hold on here. I do have effects. Where's the black and white? I'll use the documentary. Okay, that's good. All right. Let's see here. That's not right. Oh, God. See, I can't do it on command. One tonight about having a door with 4 locks on it. And I took it to the extreme. Never mind. I was going to do the paranoid prepper. But I'm trying to find somebody who has a good location to make like a, I don't know. I want to make a video of the paranoid prepper responding to comments. So would you guys go to any one of those videos, please, would you kindly go and make some comments, like ask me some questions that are just like, not particular, just like, they're questions like, where are you? What state are you in? And stuff like that, to really piss him off, because one of the points is that he's very paranoid. I mean, he wanted to start showing what he had, like a lot of other prepper channels, but as soon as he, he can't, sounds good. He's embarrassed, and but he can't stop. He can't stop making the videos. So, I lost somebody. That's okay. Yep, we all lose people. Uh, so yeah, I want to do music with David. I heard him playing. It's really good. He sounded good. I spent more money than I should have, but I got to eat. And without coffee in the morning, I get a headache. So I have I have $30, and I need $90 for another day. I don't think it's going to happen because I contacted my employer, and I told them that this stuff was going on, but I didn't want to leave diarrhea on their plate, you know? Oh no, I got this another employee's got problems with his roommate, and now his roommate's been put away, and he took and did the wrong thing. Yeah. What's that thing that Nancy Spungen says in Sid and Nancy? She says, never trust a junkie. It's the facts, Jack. We all need someone we can lean on. And if you want it, you can lean on me. I love the Rolling Stones. I mean, I love a lot of their music. Waiting on a Friend is a really good song. Brown Sugar. That thing he did with David Bowie, Mick Jagger did that song. Didn't he do a song with David? Or I know the Under Pressure. Boy, I hate that they was it Eminem? Eminem used the Under Pressure sample. Boo doo 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 doo. And the first time I heard that got ripped off, I was so pissed off because I started listening to it and I wanted to hear the song. Girl with the Faraway Eyes. The one that Eminem uses the sample from Under Pressure. No, Vanilla Ice. Okay. Glad you're still here. Dog, man. I was like, man, I want to hear that song now, and now I have to hear this. You know, I mean, give me a fucking break. Ice, Ice Baby. You know what's really funny about Milli Vanilli is that they were caught. And, they said their management made them do that, right? To pretend to sing. But the song was called "Girl, You Know It's True." It's like, so do you really have a 12-inch thing? Girl, you know it's true. It's so sad that show business does that to people. I mean, look at, they're the ones we haven't heard about. Jerry Seinfeld had a great line about show business. He said something about being spat out the bottom end in the porn industry. Really? I mean, I don't want to insult anybody, but I mean, it's just, hey, look what I wrote. I know I do hammer-ons like Eddie did, but I'm hearing that. I'm hearing it going. I'm hearing that in my head when I play a solo. It's not like I'm saying, hey, I'm Eddie Van Halen. I got stripes on my guitar. No, he just inspired me. I mean, I guess that's plagiaristic, right? I don't know. It's inspiring to me. I guess people might probably can criticize me for that in the same way. Maybe I'm just trying to think outside the box. I don't want to be overconfident in my statures, my I don't know, choices or whatever. But music. Let's see. Since this is my show, such a cool audience. Let's see. Let's see. Now, I got some folders that are really cool, but let's see what. Oh my God! It's not going to fall out of the sky. Only water and meteorites and stuff. Hey, DC accuracy. So I want to show you guys some images, and I would like your opinion. DC accuracy, I'm glad to see you. I also have to wake up the monitor here. I don't have a monitor here like somebody. Well, I probably do on YouTube. I've got a referee watching my channel. I have had a referee on my channel for 4 years. I got an email saying, because of your behavior on YouTube, you are now assigned your very own something or other. It's somewhere in my Gmail archives. Let's see. So, let's see. Okay. I'm going to use a slideshow here. And go to photo gallery. Yes. Okay. She loved my guitar. She didn't love me. That's the girl who took lessons from me for a while. I made this meme: playing guitar adds joy and meaning to life. And that's sunset. That's the sun setting in the west from behind a kava bar. Same area, just a different exposure. This is all done on my phone. I don't know if I have lost viewers because of what I'm doing, but I'm just sort of, that's a great dog. I love the graphic of it. That's a great dog, man. I was going to use that as my avatar. I will probably at some point. That is my tire, my bike tire. That's interesting. I thought that was cool. That's in an alley in Melbourne, Florida. That's an abstract photograph. It's an actual reflection in glass of above me. It's kind of hard to explain. But there's some photographs that I'm going to use for my record. Yeah, I'm going to make a record. That's a buddy of mine who plays bass and guitar and here in Cocoa Beach. Let's see. There's some ants. Okay, here it is. This is versions of my cover, Clairvoyant Amnesiac. And here's a photograph I took. These are just ideas for a cover. I love this photograph. I think that one's really nice, in my opinion. I like this one the most. I just sort of let stuff fall together. I posted a video today that was like a vlog from stuff I didn't post, and I just drag it into Movie Maker and do something. It's not like everything is great, but I really want people to get inspired and do their own thing. If PDF could put a sound bed in his videos while he's at the river, it would be kind of cool, or if anybody could, take the tools available and make something other than just an immediate video, which I love all the stuff. And the live streams are so good for everybody. I think everybody benefits from the live streams who participates, in some way or another. Um, you know, but I'm not. Let me see. Is anybody chatting? Did I miss anybody? Yo, DC accuracy. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna. So yeah, PayPal. They accused me of fraud, and I had to send the money back to my guitar students, and they met me somewhere and gave me cash. What's the fraud in teaching guitar? I mean, the money that I received in PayPal was earned by my craft. And now and when I was talking to the girl on the phone, I said something like, what is the thought process that you are using to accuse me of fraud when you can see that it was guitar, it was teaching music? What is the mindset of your company? What is that? What is that? Is that like super duper boots on the neck and then like screw your art, or what is that? I said something like very much like that, and she was silent. I said, I hope that this recording of this phone call is used in a customer service class, because those people need to know the pricks that they're working for. You guys are low. And I went through a tirade, and it was silent on the other end. I really let him have it, man. It was my birthday, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna have dinner tonight. I'm not gonna have a cake. I'm not gonna have any cigarettes. I don't drink anyway, but I'm not gonna, and happy birthday to me, right? Jesus Christ, man. I didn't even think about that bullshit. It's a dog named Butters. Nice picture of me in my head. Yeah. Yeah. I think that everybody gets a sense. If you're aware of what's going on, you really can get a sense that there's a force that's trying to like erase you. There's something that's trying to like go there. Why don't you just crawl into the boxcar? You just jump right on in that trash can, and everything's gonna be fine without you. It's like I'm starting to feel like that. And it's like I don't want to be thinking of shit. God. So I have let's see. Here. All right, I got time. When's your birthday, David? Actual fuck. All right. He's probably crashed out. I'll probably end this in a hot minute. Oh, okay, Dave. Yeah, I'm the end of October. I like Halloween a lot, man. Halloween is because I like the adventure of imagination. I love I don't like all horror. I like certain horror. Okay? I don't like slasher movies per se. But people could say George Romero was No, George Romero was not slasher movies. That's authentic horror, really good horror. And then, they think, oh, you like those Jason movies and all 13 of those movies, or, the Saw movies. The Saw movies actually have some interesting moral ambiguity or specificity in them. It's kind of interesting, like he's trying to teach people that their lives are... Suppose that happened to me, because I seem ungrateful, don't I? I could end up in Jigsaw's little puzzle, I better be careful. But, I think I'm too multifaceted and I need to just focus on one thing. But it's so hard. It's so hard because I can't always play guitar. So, like instead of playing video games, I got into video editing. And it became as entertaining, if not more entertaining, than playing a video game for 2 hours. Because at the end of all that work, I had something I could enjoy. There was a game called Driver 2 on the PlayStation 2, and there was a drive mode where you could just take a drive, and you could use a film editor. So in other words, you could play it back, your drive back, and you could zoom in and all this stuff, and I had fun doing that. That was fun. So you could, watch it. Yeah. Well, I haven't been accused of having too many things going on. Not per se. I don't really have anybody in my life that's going to tell me that. The girl in the pictures, man, she is really a special person. Most adorable dimples, man. Fuck. Oh, wow. I didn't start playing guitar to get laid. I started playing guitar because I love music. But I started to realize when I was playing gigs that it was really easy, But I was shy, so without the guitar, I was really I'm sorry, I'm here to play a show, and do you want to have Chinese food or something, or do you want to have coffee and coffee and pie or something like that. Women are just an enigma, a question, a deep yawning chasm. I got this sticker today. Somebody gave it to me at work. Surfing Santa. He's really thin, dude. That's a really thin Santa. Santa lost a lot of weight, dude. Oh, and he looks like he's African American. I don't care. I can't let stuff bother me, man. I have too many complaints of, stuff. 5-7 years ago in D.C., I remember there was this Hispanic group that wanted to change the national anthem. Now, I'm not anyway, I was like, I'm going to move to Nicaragua. Well, actually, the United States government is really, really, well, that's kind of true. The United States government has really gone into third world governments and occupied the vacuum after they kill everybody to. Oh man, okay. Thank you for changing the subject. I've been here since May of 2019. I'm not in Cocoa. I'm in Cocoa Beach. Yeah. Don't say Cocoa, because that's Baltimore by the sea, dude. That is a horrible armpit. It's such a weird contrast, like, because if you drive west from Cocoa Beach, which is a barrier island in Cape Canaveral, you drive on 520 westward, you go across Merritt Island, which is nice. Yeah, I love Cocoa Beach because there isn't any jabberoonie. There isn't a lot of muzzle. There isn't signs everywhere and saying, put your mask on, put your mask on. While I was washing dishes today, I wrote this great song about Dr. Fauci. I was singing it out loud, and one of the cooks laughed. This cool dude who's a cook there, he laughed really hard. I can't remember what it was, but it was so funny. We don't need thee, Dr. Fauci. Does something or other. Take a long walk on a short pier. Something like that, I'm not down for that. I might, but I think I have somebody next door to me. But if I had somebody next door to me, they would have been banging on the wall because I talk really loud. Florida, I love Florida. I've been here twice over the course of my life, from 1993 to early 2005. I went back home. Quit my job at AAA. I worked at AAA taking calls. Hi, this is Daryl with AAA Auto Club South or whatever. Give their card number, and I got awards at that job I did that for 3 years in Palm Beach Gardens office because the management was really good, and you got your birthday off with pay, had benefits. But I went back up to DC to record music with my buddy Norman, the drummer who's on the recordings, like any of the stuff you've heard, like Straight Jacket, that's him playing drum. I wrote that song with him in 1987 or 86 the first time. And that time we played it, it was like there was no time between 1986, 87, and 2008. It was like we had just played it last week. And the recording you hear was like the second time because we wanted to tighten it up. That stuff, I mean, the whole sequence of that song remained intact just as it was when I wrote it in the 80s. So when you hear the last bar, that's exactly how I intended it to be, and it's always going to be that way, it's always. Anyway, Florida is just, it's impossible to find a place to live, man, where I am. I picked the most impossible place for somebody who is financially strapped to find a place. Also, you have to realize that people are running from other states and they're coming here. If they move to Orlando, Tampa, and they moved here in the past few months, they're going to come to the beach. They're going to come here. And there's, what's here? Airbnbs. Places that used to be for rent monthly are now Airbnbs. I'm basically a character in someone else's vacation. But there's a lot of live music here. What I was going to do is I wanted to live stream from at an open mic that I go to play. But I get distracted in those situations. Yep, exactly. Exactly. They make 4 times the money. Um, what we're going to go through is going to make the Great Depression look like a circus, because there's more people and people are very impatient. Back then, people were a lot more patient because they worked. They, they, there was more frugal. People were more frugal, and they weren't instantly gratified by a like on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and by the way, DC Accuracy, the para prepper videos I do, they're supposed to be, you know, I have prepped in the past. Right now, I hardly have anything. Yeah, exactly. My videos in the Paranoid Prepper are not supposed to be making fun of the prepper community at all. Just want to reinforce that. I put that in the description, I think, in all of them, that it's supposed to be funny to preppers. Anyway, I have a massive amount of respect for people who've planned. If you have not planned, I mean, I have very what I have that I don't eat. I took it from the apartment that I haven't eaten. A couple years ago, I had to eat a lot of stuff that I'd saved up. I had MREs and stored some other things. But Hurricane Dorian, I had something during that time. We didn't have any loss in electricity. I have a video of that where I'm driving around looking for some place to go, because I really thought, being on a barrier island, that this hurricane was going to say, boom, you know, and it didn't. You know, Cape Canaveral's never had a direct hit from a hurricane, and there's a reason why. I've got a lot of money invested here. We can't have that happen. No. But, you know, those parts of Florida where people are struggling and they got farms, and, you know, all those Midwest states, you know, they can have, we can wipe them out. You know, we don't need those farmers anymore. We're going to grow your food in a lab, and we're going to make your meat out of excrement, and you're going to eat insects, and you're going to be happy. Man. People roll over and go, God damn it. Yeah, I'm a dinosaur. Believe me. I know that, but screw that. I'm not a dinosaur. No one else is. But there is a severe will by the powers that be to follow the recipe on the Georgia Guidestones. I'll be right back. Yeah, they're gonna follow that recipe. I wish I had StreamYard. You know what I should do? I should try to go on StreamYard and see if I can do it. Because last time I tried, it didn't work out. StreamYard wouldn't let me go through my YouTube channel. You know, I think it's because of something I did. I really want to play guitar, man. I really do. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna see how quietly I can play, because I don't want to piss off anybody here. Because come 11 o'clock tomorrow, I'm gonna have to get out of this comfortable space. I'm gonna have to go into an uncomfortable space. And I wish I got paid every week at this job. but it's every 2 weeks. So how bad does a fart smell, ladies and gentlemen? If it's your own fart, it don't smell bad at all. I'll be back in a sec. Oh, I'll put some music on. If this is boring, just chime in and say, hey man, this is boring the crap out of me. Can you put some music on or something? I will do that. I wish I could stream in here in my live stream. Though I wish I could stream a video of mine. You know, I don't want to violate the copyright terms of service, right? Oh wait, no, it's got to be like this. Wait, hold on a second. It's this way. Is that right? Oh, is that right side up? Yeah, it is. It is. All right. It turned off. What is going on with this thing? Why can't I make it fix? God damn it. Oh, well, that's great. Jesus fucking Christ, man. This fucking phone, man. It's like someone else is running this phone. And I always get a sense that somebody else is, or the algorithm that deliberately makes the phone malfunction, or it functions the way they want it to frustrate the user. It's like they deliberately set up this phone like this. The screen is hyper touchy. I'm complaining. This is my complaint. I don't want to get a copyright strike, man. God damn it. I'm going to play something I ain't never played for you guys. Hold on. Ah. Nope. I'm going to do this. I hope this doesn't get me in trouble, but I'm going to do this. Be right back. Oh, crap. Stupid phone. All right, I'm going to go try to do StreamYards. That's music from Alien by Jerry Goldsmith. That music is fucking golden. It is so fucking awesome, dude. I've used it periodically in my documentaries, and I never got a copyright strike for that. This is the part where the camera zooms in on the guy in the gun, where they discover his rib cage was punched out. This is where the camera zooms in on his face. Never mind. Okay, I'm going to end the stream. I'm going to go into StreamYards on here and I'll try to come back. If I see you again, you know, great. If not, I'll see you later. copyright claim